Right, welcome back to Pogue Mahones on Seal Street. Liverpool have just won 1-0 away from home at the Stadium of Light, a feat which no other team have achieved this season, going there away from home. Shout out to Pogue Mahones. We've had a great night in here tonight. The pies are excellent, they're top drawer. If you want to see me taste test them, watch the vlog from tonight where Mario gets his shirt off. So if that's not a reason to watch, I don't know what is. Pies and man boobs. Doesn't get much better. But anyway, listen, the game itself started off well for Liverpool. I think we controlled the possession. We allowed very little for Sunderland to achieve. And when you look at the possession, that's what you want, especially away from home, controlling the game. But there wasn't many chances made by Liverpool in that first half, I'll be super honest. The only kind of big moment where maybe there's a goal there is Verts hitting the post, which again was always kind of going off and wide. But I was very happy with Liverpool in terms of how they dealt with that hostile atmosphere, because as we've seen Arsenal go there and City go there and all the teams that have gone there and haven't won, it's one of those where the atmosphere that they do create is definitely intimidating. But if you play your football, you keep possession and you dominate the game, after 25 minutes you can really quiet down that crowd, and I think that's what Liverpool did tonight. Again, 9/10 of the Lord possession, you've got to do something with it, but Liverpool didn't manage to do that in the first half. And what was lacking? Well, it was the final pass, it was the final cross, it was the final shot on goal. It just wasn't quite there. But listen, they were patient, they bided their time, no changes in the second half. And when obviously the goal came from Virgil van Dijk, you're thinking, right, sit on this, don't drop back like you did against City and concede. Just stay in the same kind of area in the pitch. Don't be dropping 5, 10 yards, 15 yards, and giving them more attention on the ball and creating more chances. And we actually limited them tonight to not many chances. I'm looking back now and I'm trying to think of like a real clear-cut chance. There was a couple of pop shots at Alisson that bounced just before him, which were always difficult to capture in the rain. But I actually think it wasn't the attack that impressed me tonight, because like I said, the final pass wasn't there. Mo Salah's touch was well off it. Gakpo, all he did was cut inside, so predictable. TK missed a big header again for the second game in a row. So it's not really the attack that I'm praising tonight, it's the defence. Andy Robertson tonight coming back in, and obviously Kirkes has ousted him out of the team, but there was something in Arne Slot tonight that said no, away at Stamford Bridge, away at the Stadium of Light, in this hostile conditions, I'm going with Andy Robertson, my tried and tested stalwart captain, the vice captain of Liverpool Football Club. And I thought between him, Konate, Van Dijk and Endo, I thought they were absolutely brilliant tonight. They dealt with every long cross, every pump up to the 18-yard box, every long throw, every corner. Liverpool were fantastic tonight. If we defended like that throughout the whole season, probably be second right now. That's how bad we've been this season. But tonight was the kind of game where you see Brobby, you see Enzo Lafi in between the lines, you see Ballard coming up, the big diving fairy, you see him coming up for corners and throw-ins, and Liverpool just dealt with everything they threw at us tonight. Arsenal haven't been able to deal with that, City haven't been able to deal with that, and I'm not saying we're better than those teams, but what I am saying is tonight, out of nowhere, Liverpool. And listen, no one expected us to win this game tonight. Before the game, we asked the lads to score predictions. There was a couple of 1-0s, 2-1s. I jokingly said 2-1 to Sunderland, because at this stage of the season, where Liverpool are right now, you just don't know what you're going to get. Are we going to perform like we have against Aston Villa, Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid? We've performed at Arsenal in the first and second half. Really good performances. Tonight, it was written in the stars for Liverpool to crumble, to fall further in that table. But no, the resoluteness from that defence, I have to take my hat off and say brilliant. Virgil van Dijk or Konate, it's a toss-up for me. Who's man of the match? You choose in the comments. Really good. The midfield lost the ball way too many times for my liking. McAllister, listen, we know how good he was last season, but again, it's so slow and there was a replay when they had a shot in the first half. He was running back. I mean, I used the word running extremely, extremely lightly. He was meandering as if there was no problem. That needs to change. I don't know how you tell a man to get fitter and use his legs more, but in the midfield, when Curtis came on, for example, I thought he was the pressing kind of hound that didn't let Sunderland have any kind of moments on the ball. So the midfield tonight, again, not at its best. Gravenberch, heavy touches tonight. Mo Salah's touch tonight, it's like he had a trampoline for a boot. We all love Mo Salah, he gets the assist. He's 92 assists in the Prem now, joint with Steven Gerrard. But that doesn't paint the full picture. I watched that game with my eyes, not just saw the Opta stats, and I think he gets about a 7 out of 10 for his performance, but the touches were lethargic a little bit tonight, big time. Cody Gakpo comes off, you play over 2 up front, a box midfield, and then 2 up front with Ekitike and Salah. And in the end, it was just about enough for Liverpool tonight. We scrape over the line. We didn't need the second goal because we defended so well. But on another night, of course, I am frustrated that we didn't go and get that second and third. But it's a massive 3 points for Liverpool. What does that do confidence-wise? We've just come away from a ground when no team in the Premier League has won this season. And we've just come away and done a very nice professional job keeping a clean sheet at the Stadium alight. So I'm over the moon with that performance. It could have been better, it could have been a lot worse, and we've seen a lot worse this season, but we take those 3 points in the bag. Chelsea dropped points, United dropped points. You know, Villa, did Villa win tonight in the end? I'm pretty sure they won 1-0. Tyrone Mings scores a header. But listen, we just do our job. We try and get in the top 5, we try and get in the top 4. You know, Everton obviously lost the other night, so that's great news for us. But listen, we do our job. It's Brighton in the Cup at home on Saturday. Win that game, all of a sudden it's 4 wins in 5, guys. Yes, the City defeat is crushing, but it's 4 wins in 5 if we beat Brighton. And then we go into Forest next week, which is a massive game. Big time of rest as well. 8 days rest before that game there as well. So listen, best performance ever? Absolutely not. But a professional, competent, concentrated performance. I'm gutted for Endo. Hope he gets better soon, and that's not his last game for Liverpool. But big 3 points. Big up the captain Virgil, heading it away. And there we go. Get in your player ratings in the chat. That video's coming up next. Smash that like button. Massive 3 points for Liverpool. Subscribe to the channel. We'll see you soon.